Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. I hope y'all are doing well. Today we're gonna be doing the Live2D thing. Because I have just a few more things left to do on the turkey model I've been working on. I overslept today. I was scrambling to try to get everything ready because on account of the pupper woke me up in the middle of the night for no real reason because we took him just before bed. And when we went out, he barely even peed. But he just kept staring off into the distance, woofing at something. And my assumption is it was probably like a deer, like an animal, because we get a lot of those up here, in the mountains. So that's my assumption. He probably heard it outside, decided he wanted to go see, and dragged us out of bed pretty much. So, in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 a.m., it was not fun. I got to sleep late, which did not help. So I ended up waking up late. So yeah, it's been a morning. I am drowsy as duck. I could go back to sleep right now. But we're not doing that. We're gonna be doing the Live2D thing. Yeah. I gotta show y'all what we got cooking. As a turkey. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and open up Live2D because I hadn't even gotten that open yet. I literally just I woke up, I scarfed food down my throat, had puppy taken care of, and then started setting up my PC for stream because I have like a dozen programs I have to have open whenever I stream. Also, Throne is not working again on my ducking extension, so I have them hidden. So if anyone does give me anything on Throne today, I apologize. It won't show up. Let me just open up the turkey and we'll get started, you know? We'll get started. Hope y'all are doing well today. It is a day. Okay. So a quick little update for y'all to see kind of what we're working with here. It's so jiggly. Yeah, we got a jiggly little burb. I just got a few things left to do for it. And those few things are gonna be like toggles and emotes, you know? Yeah, it's even more wiggly than I am. Which is, you know, saying something because I'm a bit wiggly, you know? Like you can see how my hair moves. That's very wiggly. But this burb, oh, it's really super squishy. Perfect for us. I mean, watching play games. Yeah. Alrighty, let's get started with this. So I'm gonna be starting with my toggle that I want to do. So let's go here. Okay. I need to delete, edit, and we'll just call this wings out. And so what we're gonna do for wings out is we are going to grab a wing. We're gonna copy it. We're gonna paste it. And now this. What we're gonna do with it. First of all, I gotta rename it. I'm just making my life easier and calling it toggle. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh well. Okay. Oh, there is a wild wiglet in chat that you could try to catch using exclamation point Poke Catch. I've never heard of a wiglet. Okay. And I also got the physics I want to do too, but we'll get to that. So for this, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do that, put this into a warp deformer of its own. I'm gonna try to lift up the mic a bit because I have to type now. I'm gonna call this L toggle mic. Okay. So now it's its own thing. Now the L wing, when we do wings out, we're gonna do this. And actually, you know what? Undo. I am gonna make it a blend shape because that's just gonna make it easier. Because I was thinking about it, because these are also like keyed to these other parameters, so I'm gonna just make that a blend shape for ease. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the opacity to 0. Now there's a reason for that, chat. Even if we like hide these, we still have the toggle wings. So yeah, we're gonna have that at 0, and then we're gonna come over here to the toggle wing. We're gonna do that. Here, we're going to make this 0% opacity. You see there's like a brief period where it's like kind of dim because it's going between the two. But it's fine because we're gonna get up here where it's fully visible. And we're gonna completely change where this is. Only we're gonna do that. Doo-doo-doo. Thinking about how I want it to look. So it's gonna be a bit like this. And there we go. We now have this hanging out here. But I would like to kind of stretch it out because right now it looks a little odd. So there we go. Good morning. Hello, Dazzle. Good morning, good morning. I am sleepy as duck. All right, we got that. Now we're going to duplicate this. But first I'm going to come over here and I am going to key in the parameter here. Here we're going to make this 0% opacity. And then back here, we're we're going to do this. Select child objects. And we are going to copy, paste. Then we're going to reflect horizontally. Bam, we now have wings on both sides, chat. It is that easy. Okay. So you might be wondering, now what? Well, let's see how it looks when we move around. See how cursed this is. Let me find the wings out. Boo! There we go. Now I just need to do wing physics. Yeah. Gobble gobble. So yeah, we got the wings now. Out. Yeah, I'm glad you think the turkey's adorable. Yeah, we got the woo. Woo. It's a very, very simple toggle. Also, I don't know if you saw just how bouncy and wiggly this thing is. I can even glare. Very bouncy. I could not stop wiggling the turkey last night. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna try to hide it. Because I have rigged so much on this. This is more expressive than my own GB. Why did I put so much work and effort into this? Especially for just a day. Literally, this thing is gonna be here for a day. So, wing physics. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these. I'm gonna come up here. I'm thinking how exactly I want to do this. I'm just taking a moment. Probably gonna do blend shape too. Blend shapes are just kind of my go-to because for one, chat, they kind of cut down on the model size. I noted, like I compared a model that I rigged to a friend's model who did not have blend shapes, and they were both full body models. And mine was like half the size. despite how much stuff I added to it. Like I added conditional physics even. Like there's just a lot going on, but it's a higher performance model because blend shapes take a lot of the work out of Live2D. Like it makes things easier for the file like to be calculated, like all the positions and stuff, because these right here, everything has to be calculated for every single angle by the person rigging it. But if it's a blend shape, the person who's rigging can put it in the position that they know it should work in if combined with the other shapes, hence why it's called blend shapes. So it's just a better way to rig when you can use it. So now for this, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll see. When we go up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. And then this. I'm gonna do this again. Kind of move them up a bit. And I think I'm gonna do this. To kind of match them. And we go down. I'm gonna kind of fan this out a bit. And bring it down. I think even for this part, I might even like bring that out just a wee bit. And kind of bring that in. Bring that back in, or out, I should say. Trying to kind of see how I want it to look. I think I'm gonna put that just a wee bit higher. Yeah. I also think I'm gonna up the conversion divisions. Think about how I want this to go. Maybe have that more like this. This is just an approximation. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back into the physics. We're gonna do wings out. And then we're gonna do, oh my gosh, the thing it stopped on is kind of ridiculous looking. Wing jiggle fly. I don't know if jiggle's really the word for it. Okay. And I see that the thing is not working, so I'm gonna go ahead and do studio mode just to fix this. Because this happens all the ducking time. There we go. There we go. I'll just fix it as I need to. Okay. At least y'all didn't get to see the cursed, the cursed wings. I'm gonna make that like 7. I'm gonna keep the shaking influence up. Reaction time I'm gonna bring to 0.95. I'm gonna add an input. It's going to be body Y. I'm gonna do angle. We are also going to change this to like -20 and then +20. Don't ask me the exact thing that this does, but it makes the rigging part a bit easier for things that have bigger motions or things that you want to have bigger motions. So we're gonna go Y. So we're gonna increase the output. Decrease it. Decrease it. You see what this does, chat? Now it's even more wiggly. Gobble gobble. Yeah, I feel like it's even more adorable now. I know some people feel like the eyes are very uncanny because they're like a more like anime eye on like a cartoon bird, but like it's kind of charming. A wild Mytenia has appeared. If you want to catch the Mytenia, I would recommend doing exclamation point Poke Catch. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Woo! Yeah, I like that jiggle. I like that jiggle. But I do need to decrease it a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Okay. Back to this part, because we need to do the X now. So, going to the right. I'm going to kind of do this number. I will fix it in a little bit. Kind of like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do it the old-fashioned way. I don't wanna have like weird flipping. Okay. So this part, kind of this way. And then this one can kind of come out a bit. I wonder if I could use reflect motion. We're gonna find out. Nope, nope, nope. Sometimes that happens and you just gotta say nope. So I'm just gonna roughly do the same thing I did over there. I'm gonna come over here, extend this out. Okay. And now we can come in here and I'm gonna do duplicate. We're gonna call this X, jiggle X. And I'm gonna fix this again because it's doing the thing it's not supposed to do. There we go. Here we go. Now we duplicated this to make an X. Now we're gonna do body X, and we're gonna change this to wing jiggle X. Okay. We're gonna decrease the output on this. Yes, I love it. It's just a subtle little difference, you know? Subtle little difference. But now it's even more bouncy. I'm gonna have some hot cocoa. I got hot cocoa this morning, chat. Hopefully it's not lukewarm this time. Oh, that is absolutely warm cocoa. Yes. Okay. Now that we got that part done. Woo. I do think I need to move this a little bit more over. Because over here it's like pushing the... Maybe, yeah, just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Yeah, that looks about right now. We're gonna go ahead and save. And then we're gonna work on the emotes. We do not need those. I only got one toggle for this one. Emotes. Let's remember what I actually put in here, because I don't remember what emotes I added. Character, head, emotes. Let's find out. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yep, that is definitely that is definitely nightmare fuel chat. Okay. Let's start with, you know, I'm gonna make the draw order for this 501. It should be on top of the eyes. I'm not sure why these are like under the eyes. So weird, because usually if things are in order over here, you know, because this is like down here. Oh, you know, it's because it's up here with the inverse clipping mask. That's why. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. This can just go back to 500. We're gonna bring this, and we're gonna bring it down here to, right here. There we go. That's better. That's better. So we're gonna do this one at a time, chat. Sparkle eyes, we are going to add in L sparkle, we're gonna put into LI. R sparkle, we're gonna put into RI. Or I was gonna try to, usually, oh right. It's because it's down. I forgot that I can do it over here. You can tell that I'm tired. This we're gonna throw into the head base. Where's the head base? Here we go. We're also going to throw this one into the right eye. Throw this one into the left eye. Let's see here. So the L heart eye is going to go into LI. And then the right one is going to go into the right. Let's see here. This one I'm going to rig separately. And I think that's it for those. So I don't have sad eyes, but I do have... And I'm going to make all of these just blend shapes just because it's easier. We're going to call this Sparkle Eyes. Hard Eyes. Create. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna replicate this because that just makes it easier. We're gonna call this Sweat Drop. And I'll rename the parameters later because I'm gonna need them in order to be able to more easily find my expressions in VTube Studio. I am a tired duck this morning. You gotta get your sleep, chat. Do not stay up late. Okie dokie. So, the way that we do emotes, basically, I'm gonna start with the O's, the big round eyes. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. Go here. This is gonna be 0 opacity. And that's gonna do that. Now, mind you, when we do this specific one, we're also going to make the eyes themselves disappear. No promises. But you gotta sleep. You gotta sleep. And then for the actual light inside the eye, I'm gonna probably make another deformer. Sleep? What is that? Yeah, I get that, but you still gotta sleep. Otherwise, you end up like me, half dead on stream. But then again, I can't remember the last time I did 3 streams in a row. So there is that. I've seriously done more than I ever thought I could so far. This is my 3rd day in a row of streaming. And then I'm gonna be, you know, on for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Because we got the turkey. We got a turkey. We got a turkey to do. Let's see here. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do... Now we're gonna do that. And we are gonna put these into... L-I emote. We're just gonna call it L-I emote opacity, because that's all we're doing with this. So we're gonna do this. And we can come up here. We're gonna make this 0% opacity, so now it's just the circle. What is sleep? I mean, that's a great question, and I don't even know. I also have not taken my meds today, and that has not helped, but it's also a little bit late for me to take them, because I should be taking them early in the morning, otherwise it can make sleep a little bit more difficult. Because then I just want to do things and I don't want to sleep, so yeah. So we got that. Where is the right eye? Where'd the right eye go? Oh, there it is. This. We're going to put into R-I opacity or emote opacity. Also, it was great I did karaoke on Sunday, chat, because one of my downstairs neighbors came home last night. So it means that I got it out of the way before I would be screeching into the abyss, which also happens to encompass our neighbors. So there is that. That is definitely a good thing that has happened today. Or rather, this week. Now we have 0% opacity, so it's just the circle. There's a wild bag on in chat. You could try to catch it using exclamation point Pokecatch. Yes, take your meds if you need them, that's all. I am drinking my medicine called hot cocoa. I don't remember the last time I streamed on a Tuesday, come to think of it. I'm trying to think. It might have been around the time when I first started as a VTuber on Twitch. Because I did videos and stuff on YouTube, but that was pretty much it when I first started. And it took actually streaming for me to want to learn more stuff. Like you see me doing now. And even if we don't reach the goal on my Duckathon, I still might do a rig-along stream where I like teach people how to do basics in rigging, because I realized that it's not that hard if you understand just the basic stuff. Like the blend shapes have cut down the intensity of rigging for me by like 50%. It's like so much easier. Like if you look at the at Nebgen's model. If I open up Nebgen's model, you will notice there are 0 parameters that have little squares. 0. There are no squares anywhere to be seen. No squares whatsoever. Because this model was rigged entirely without blend shapes. Because, if you notice, chat, if you look up at the top left, you can't see the entire thing. But if you could, you'd see that it says SDK 4.2, Cubism 4.2. I made this model before blend shapes existed. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe they did exist, but they were brand new. Because of the fact that, like, I hadn't seen anything about them. And then when I learned about blend shapes, everything changed. For the better, mind you. So I rigged that entire model without blend shapes. I do not recommend it, chat. I do not recommend it. Also, I realized I gotta fix this. Select. Go over here. And I need to change this. Change to the, correct one here. There we go. I realized I messed that one up. Because when I copy pasted it, I forgot to switch it to the right one. Okay. So now, that's a perfect transition. That's perfect. And now the sparkle eyes, what I'm gonna do with these, number one, is I am going to actually have it where it gets clipped by the clipping mask here. Let's see. I had to make it an inverse mask. Can't tell if this is the right one. Okay, that's the right one, because this is... Okay, so it's further down the list for that one. And then for the left, I need to come in here once again, inverse clipping mask, and do this. So now they're kind of cut off where they're supposed to be. Now these are supposed to actually be under the eyelashes, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find in here where exactly I gotta put it. So I think I'm gonna put this in here with the pupil. Yeah. In fact, we're gonna do that with all these. The pupil. That way it's cut off where it's supposed to be. come down here. And then pupil. And then this into pupil. Okay. So for this, we're gonna do. Alright, so we're gonna do this. At this one, we're gonna have an opacity of 0. I'm gonna like come on this site right here. Hey, Villain, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. I am sorry, I'm half dead this morning. I also think I kind of want to move this up just slightly. Yeah, there we go. We are going to do hard eyes. This, we're going to make this 0% opacity. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, I accidentally ducked up. I accidentally ducked up. Ah! Okay. I gotta actually copy, or not copy, but move everything. So, I'm gonna move this up. Move those slightly up. Okay, so now we're gonna do this. Come here, and then 0% opacity here, so that when it comes up, is like that. But I realized that this has to also be clipping, so we will fix the clipping now. Doop. Okay, it's not that one. This one? There we go. And then this. Inverted. Was it this one? Yeah. There we go. There we go. We're doing the thing. So now this comes up just like that. Let's see here. Oh no. Oh no, I got a puppy. And the puppy would like attention. I totally forgot I had him in here. Because he refused to leave when I was about to start stream. He refused to want to leave when I started stream. So I'm like, buddy, I'm going to have to close you in here with me. You're going to be stuck with me. He just came over and started going, Arr. I know you want attention. He's very jealous. He's very jealous of you, chat. He doesn't like that his mama is talking to chatters and not to him. He's very cute, but he's also very much in the way. Puppy makes rigging very difficult. Oh, now he's under my desk. He is under my desk. He is assaulting me with love and attention. I love you so much, but Mama's trying to work. She's trying to work on her turkey. Oh my gosh. He is not going to leave me alone, chat. Well, that's it. That's stream. That's all we got. He is so extra. He really is just so extra. Puppy, do you want to go to dad? Do you want to go out to one of the others? One of the others? You want to go to Mama number 2? You want to see Mama number 2? Is that right? Yeah? Okay, let me open the door for you. Okay, chat. Puppy has been let out of the room. Yep. He was not having it. Oh, okay, where did I put? Ah. Okay, let me turn on one of these. Because I want to make sure that it's in the right place. Yep. It very much is, but it looks like it's okay. What is going on here? I am not sure what's going on there, but I think it's because of the clipping mask. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put these behind this because I realize these are. I see what it is. It's because they're still above. So I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta find where they go over here in this part of the list. I need you to meet my dogs. One of them for sure will smother you with affection. Oh, I'm sure. Puppy goes, Mother, I require attention and affection. Pretty much. That is exactly how that went. He very much does not like when other things get more attention than he does. So I'm gonna put these below the lashes. Okay. Let's see here. So this is on the right side. So I'm gonna need to go over here. Take these down to below the left side. Okay, I'm not sure about that. That was like a little too far. I wonder why that completely disappears. I wonder if maybe the iris was higher up. It definitely is a bit of a challenge trying to find the exact area I'm supposed to drop these into. As far as like the order and stuff goes. I wonder. Okay, so now I can actually see it again because now it's in front of the left sclera. That's kind of what happened, I think. Okay, so this is the left iris. I am so lost, chat. I'm so lost on my own thing. Yeah, I'm very much an EP Duck bot. Thank you for that. I see you took the responsibility, Dazzle, to flap me to wake me up. God, my hot cocoa's cooling faster than I like. I'm trying to figure out. You know, I think it's because I have these so high up. I gotta bring them down. I'm also going to rename this to R Scalera because I do not want to get confused. Okay. I think I might have fixed it. Yeah, I think I fixed it on the left side. But now I gotta do this side. So let's see this heart. Bot request is I must obey. That is fair. They do no coffee. I have decaf tea and herbal teas at my side. I think I got this. Good luck. I will note, decaf stuff does usually have some level of caffeine still, though. Like decaf coffee still has caffeine. It's just less caffeine. So just bear that in mind. I do recommend, you know, having herbal teas, like you just said, because herbal teas do not have caffeine. I definitely recommend getting yourself a nice red tea, because red tea has a really pleasant flavor to it and can be combined with all different kinds of flavors. Yeah, decaf is just a slow turkey. That makes sense. That makes total sense. Because I know for a fact that I am not a huge fan of not having my caffeine. But chat, you have to understand, I have ADHD. Caffeine helps. I'm just on low caffeine right now because I am broke for food money at the moment until I get paid again. So I have hot cocoa, and hot cocoa has a tiny amount of caffeine in it because it's made of chocolate. Hello, Love Soda. Good morning. Welcome into chat. We are currently rigging an abomination of mankind. However, it's a cute abomination, so I can live with it. Hope you're doing well. Let me find... I need to go under the lashes. There we go. There we go. Now when I have hard eyes, I want the eyes to disappear again. So we're gonna do this the old-fashioned, not really the old-fashioned. This is the brand new easy way of doing it. We're gonna go ahead and, oh no. I think I put this too far down. Okay, so that's not gonna be an easy thing. I'm gonna just edit undo. We're gonna do the we're just gonna do this, you know? We're gonna make it easy. Doop, 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 doop. I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna do that. There we go. We now have heart eyes. We're gonna save this because we save our work on this channel, otherwise we lose it. Yeah, red tea is amazing. And thank you for the follow, Love Soda. I appreciate it. Another word for it is rooibos. I will spell it for you because it is a really weird word. It goes really great with vanilla. I have my own little thing walking around. Yep, you do. You do, in fact, have a little follower on screen. I believe that is Agatha, which is the bug girl from Twilight Princess. And fun fact, if you look down in the panels below, you'll see a little stream avatars panel, and over there you can actually pick the stream avatar that you want. We got Zelda characters, because I'm a massive Zelda nerd. In fact, I'm so much of a Zelda nerd. I'm so much of a Zelda nerd, chat. That We got Neslo. I made a Neslo. I made a little dude. I just gotta get VTS Pog. Another VTuber who is an alchemist created it, and it allows you to use TTS with your mascots that you make. So then I can put a little hat on myself, you know? And put like a little Eslo here. Burb. Burb. Wow. There we go. We got a little Eslo. I love Live2D so much. I love it. I really do. It is so much fun. So much ducking fun. And we can come back up over here to the, where was it now? Or actually, I think it was down. I think it was down in the head base. Yeah, it was down here. I'm gonna do replicate. We're gonna call this blue face. And the blue face, I'll do this. 0% opacity, and then when it comes here is where I want it. And that's how that works. Oh, and we got a 3-minute ad, so I'm gonna go ahead and put us on BRB. We will be right back. And we are back, chat. We are back. Hope y'all enjoyed that very brief break. So I didn't even realize that the break had started, but I love the fact that I have like a little clip player. If y'all ever need any help, by the way, with some of the stuff that I do, because I know a lot of y'all do stream, just let me know. I will happily show you how I do the things I do. It's not too hard because I have a bird brain, okay? If I can do it, it's usually pretty easy. Usually, not always, but usually. Yeah, that's the scheduled ads so that there's no pre-rolls and you don't get ambushed in the middle of me streaming randomly by ads. But I am also half asleep this morning, so I didn't see the ads until it was like right when it was about to happen. Unfortunately, you can't really turn off ads on Twitch unless you're not an affiliate. Yeah, you might not hear the quack because things are broken. Things are broken. In fact, Throne was broken today, and I'm pretty sure it's one of those days. Like I said before, I'm probably gonna have to just redo all of the sound alert stuff and do it locally on my PC instead of trusting an outside service because my PC is a lot more reliable than an outside service. And on top of that, you know, I can make it where I can have like a bit menu. I can have the channel points like normal, but then also like a bit menu for the ones I normally have for bits. And just put it below in a panel. Because I feel like that would be easier, you know? You know? So I probably am gonna do that when I rest after this week, because this week, y'all pretty much have me all week this week. I know the timer says 4:46 up there right now. But even if I don't get a whole bunch of subs, I gotta stream on Thursday and Friday, because that's the whole reason for this stream today is turkey. 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 So I gotta stream on Thursday and Friday this week. Friday we're gonna be doing Duck Detective because, well, reasons. You'll find out. You'll find out. I can't say because that would spoil the surprise. But, whack. Whack, whack. Yeah, Thursday, Turkey's gonna be on stream playing Godlike Burger. Still have not decided on the name for the, turkey yet. Doo-doo-doo. Hard eyes turn off. Turn on, turn off, turn on. There we go. Blue face. Now I gotta do these little doodads. Sparkle eyes go where they're supposed to. That's good. Yeah, Dazzle. I'm so sorry. If you have ad blocker, good for you. You know, I'm totally okay with that. You know, I'm not a fan of ads. And if I could turn them off on Twitch, I would. The only solution I have is scheduling 3 minutes of ads every hour so that the pre-rolls get turned off. And we just try to take a break when the ads roll so that y'all don't really miss anything. That does sometimes occasionally backfire because I'll forget. Like today, where I was like, I'm kind of loopy, I'm kind of tired. But usually it's not much of an issue. Let me see. Object at cursor. Let's grab the blush. yeah. And ad blockers, you know, those things that some people use. Me personally, I just have Twitch Turbo, but I will note it does get very. They raised the price on it, so it's like it's more expensive now, and it fucking sucks. And then YouTube has been going out of their way to like make it so that you have to use YouTube Premium if you don't want ads. It's just it's not fun. It really ain't. Yeah, I'm also not an ad fan. Go ahead and make this 0% opacity. And then I'm gonna move this up. So this is what the result is, chat. It's like an anime sweat drop that kind of drops down. You know? That is exactly how you do that. Ah! Ah! I've been pelted by random things by Mika. Good morning, Mika. Good morning, and thank you for waking me up more. We're doing a turkey right now. I'm gonna temporarily hide the blush. So I'm gonna kinda woo! Okay, let's see what we got here. We got the sparkle eyes. Hee hee. We got I like the fact that I could just do that, and then it's like the kind of. And by the way, this is all webcam tracking. I am not using an iPhone. Just so you guys know. I pride myself on very expressive models without needing an iPhone. My cat's name is Turkey. That sounds like a misnomer. I'm curious how that happened. Not the PC at the moment. Cooking breakfast. Yeah, my breakfast this morning, because I woke up late, was it was toasted coconut vanilla Greek yogurt with some extra honey almond granola thrown in. And I have hot cocoa. Yeah, I got hot cocoa. So yeah. I hope y'all are enjoying the wiggly turkey here, because I had way too much fun with this, honestly. I also need to do a little bit of physics for the feathers up here. He's a ginger cat. And whenever he looks, that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. That when he looks, he looks like a turkey. You know, it's kind of like my pupper. His tail's short now because he got scalped. The groomer that we went to when we lived in Delaware, I swear I'm trying not to be racist here at all. There's literally just a language barrier. Because we kept going there, you know, I wasn't that upset about it, but every time we went, we got a different haircut for him because I'd be like, okay, we want to leave this longer. We want this only to have like half an inch, like a centimeter and a half taken off. Like let's just have it, you know, only a little bit taken off. And she would interpret it as leave only that much. So his entire feather duster tail is what we called it, got shaved. And I was like, it was such a cute feather duster tail. Like his tail curls up and back towards his back whenever he's like at attention or standing up, kind of like a Pomeranian, you know, or like a beagle. And it looked like a feather duster because anytime he would start wagging his tail, his really long fur on his tail would just go swish, 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 swish. You know? Kind of like how my hair is on my Pixel model. I also realized that y'all cannot see the physics window once again because of OBS forgetting what it's even doing. There we go. But like, yeah, his tail is short now. It's starting to come back in. It's starting to come back in. And the rest of his body is kind of long and needs to be cut. Because he's getting tangled now. But I kind of need money for that. So that's another thing on my plate. When I get my pay from my company. So yeah. I am gonna probably do some physics on the feathers here at the top of the head of the turkey. Because I want them to kind of go back and forth like, woo. Kind of like Eslo does a little bit. But yeah. We got this. We got, if I go down here to the hard eyes. And then we got also got I could probably do more physics with that. But I'm probably gonna leave it for now. Yeah, so that's like the blue face. Because I don't think you guys saw that earlier. And that kind of comes down and... So yeah, we got almost everything working. Also, for those who weren't here earlier, we got this toggle too. Okay. I love this. Good bot, Siri. Good bot. Siri is so good. If y'all are not using Siri bot, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. Yeah, all you have to do is just wood. But yeah, Siri is incredible. So yeah, I'm making a very expressive turkey model. Even though my own like pixel model and my chibi model are not that expressive, I'm gonna be making this a free to use model. Yeah, I'm always happy to show people Siri because Siri is definitely worth it. I mean, heck, we could even Gobble gobble. I just love the fact that I can do pretty much anything that I would like with Live2D. And that's one of the reasons why I say, you know, if you want to make models, you totally should learn if you think that you can learn, because it's not that hard. Half of these things are literally just opacity toggles. I did not rig anything with this. It's literally just on and off. All I did was I just threw it into the head deformer. So it moves with the head when I do that. It's way more simple than it was when I first started, because my very first model, we definitely did not have lens shapes. Like, I'm curious if I could find my old model file, because I remember it was rigged so scuffed. The model was so horrible. Oh, let's see if I can. Yeah, it was literally Cubism 4.0, right? It was like, there's nothing rigged. There's nothing rigged at all. I had no idea what the duck I was doing. Like, I didn't even have any physics for it. I could actually show y'all. Here we go. Literally, this is what my old model was. Yes, absolutely. Gift of Greed, which I forget which chat you came from, but I know you're in one of my friend chats. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is my old model. This would not work in VTube Studio. I tried to make it work in VTube Studio, but you could see quite literally, nothing is rigged. Nothing is rigged over here. But yeah, I actually made this model on my head that you see, the Eslo model. If you go to my Ko-Fi, it's free. I made it for free. So yeah, this model was absolutely ducking awful. And I could not live with a model like this again. I would have to actually go back and re-rig this, because it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul so much. Also, at the time, you were only seeing 30 frames per second, so it looked like this, which is not nearly as fluid as you could see. But now I have 60 frames per second, so it actually moves better. But even then, as you can see, nothing for the most part is rigged. These are all moving because they're being tracked, but they're not actually rigged. There's nothing on them. If I go over here, no dots. If there's a circle, it's been rigged. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parameters. No, 7 parameters I rigged. I only rigged 7 parameters. I'm pretty sure I could have done this in the free version of Live2D. I'm pretty sure I could have done that in the free version of Live2D. No, we are not saving that abomination. I'm way happier with my my pixel model and my chibi model. Which my chibi model, I have to re-rig my eyes, because I've gotten a lot better at eyes, and I have to update it with a few other things. Like I'm making an outfit for it, the Breath of the Wild tunic. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly finish the blush over here. I'm wondering, I'm gonna pop these into the head base. Boop. Very curious. Also, I'm gonna make another edit blush. I'm gonna keep both of these. And this is 0. I'm gonna come back into the physics settings because I'm very curious if this is gonna work. And I'm gonna... Okay. I thought I was gonna have to fix it again. Because every time I go back out of the physics window, I have to reopen it in OBS for y'all to see. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slightly rig it for the angles. But it's otherwise perfect. So we're gonna go ahead. Oop, I hate my mouse. I hate my mouse wheel. I cannot wait for the day that I can afford a new mouse. Because this one fucking sucks. This mouse wheel has been broken since like a month after buying it. So I'm gonna do this. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come over here. L blush. And then I'm gonna bring this down because I don't need that many. Boop. And we're gonna come over here to the Angle X Physics. Yeah, we do not need this to be quite so far over. Boop. Oh my. Alright. I think that the blush is going to have to be taken down to below the beak, I want to say. So I'm going to put that there. That way, you know, as I'm moving this, it doesn't get in the way. Oh, there's a wild Drapion in chat. You could try to catch it using ! PokeCatch. Yeah, if you actually check out my Ko-Fi, you'll find a few different things that I put up there for free. And y'all can use them if you want. I got on my Ko-Fi, I got the little Game Boy shell that you see, which you can actually change the color of, by the way, in chat. If you go to the channel points, you can toggle whatever color scheme you want. I still want to add stickers like Dazzle suggested and then make like a 2.0 release. But right now I'm focused on the turkey. Because I got turkey, I have Mr. Tomo's model, and I have Otaku Dan TV's model that I have to do. And then I'll be able to eventually, after that, open commissions. And I'm hoping that'll be sometime in December. And I know it sounds like it's crazy that I would be doing models that quickly, but I've actually really improved. I've only spent like, now it's like 11 hours on this thing. I've not actually spent that long. So, doop. I kind of round this out. And then we're gonna do this to make it more round looking. There we go. I think I might move this just slightly over. There we go. And then we do the up. I am not sure what's going on here, but we are gonna fix this. Gonna hide the bounding box. And now I'm gonna add this. Make it 4. Bring that up. Bring this up. Boop. trying to go that close. Just slightly adjusting this. Boop. Boop. I feel like that should be a little bit more up. That should also be a little bit more up. There we go. So, kind of comes up. And this is way too low. That much is for sure. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, I'm not sure sound alerts are working today. It's one of those days. Sound alerts is just so hit and miss. So I'm probably, like I said, I'm just gonna be probably adding it to my local PC using Mix It Up. That way there's still buttons for it. I might not have an animation for it. I'll have to make an animation for it, but that's fine. That's fine. We self-sufficient over here. And there goes the rest of my hot cocoa. So we're gonna do this. You know what? I'm gonna undo. We're gonna bring this part back down because this will be easier. I'm doing it with just these at first. Okay, we are getting somewhere now. Because I don't want it to be quite so low, and I don't want it to be so weirdly shaped either. We kind of bring this up a little bit. Not too crazy. Now we combine these. Now we come back down here, we turn the blush back on. I'm also going to kind of bring that down. Because I realize that's a little too high. Okay, that's still a little too high. Let me see. Yep. I am not sure what's going on right now. Boop. Okay. Boop. That is just way too high. There we go. I think it's because I was doing it with like the smile. So I think I actually need to go back in for the smile to add another parameter. Man, my brain's hurting. This is Live2D, but you know, it works. It works, honestly. I'm going to make a second one because I actually, you know what? Let me see if I go... Okay, so I can do that and it be fine. Yeah, because I didn't put the deformer itself on the blush, so that works. For this one, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up. And then up. 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 And then synthesize the corners. Except now I can't see it. Boop. I'm gonna bring that down. And then for this, kind of twist it a little, I guess. Not sure what's going on right here, but we're gonna try to straighten it out a little. There we go. Okay, bring that just a wee bit down. Bring that up and over. Just kind of moving it where I think it looks like it's good. Okay. Save. There we go. There we go. Yeah, same. Alrighty. So now it goes down. Okay. I think that's about good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do select child objects, copy this, and then paste. And here's the kicker, chat. We're gonna reflect this. So now it's right over here. All right. We're gonna call this our blush. And now for this part, we're going to change over to the RI because this is, you know, undo. I realized I meant to do on the, not the open, but the smile. Here we go. Okay, so now when the blush is turned on and off, it'll change things. So we'll go to the physics settings. Make sure that y'all can see it because I don't think you can. Let me just fix this. I see like a different window pops up like every time and it drives me duck insane. Okay. Well, that works. That works. That's fine. That's okay. That's good. Okay. So we're gonna go down here. Yep, I think that's working. Pretty much everything seems to be working now, chat. Doug, you've been an absolute treasure of a person ever since I first interacted with you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I try to be. And you know, I do want to make a lot of stuff for people regardless, you know, if they're paying or not. Like, I want to be able to give, like, back to the community that supported me thus far. And that's one reason I like doing, like, Live2D models and stuff. Besides just it being fun. But, like, look how squishy. It's so ducking squishy. And I could even do the... Gobble gobble. I just absolutely love, like, the combination of stuff that you can do. I also love, like, the little wing toggle. It looks basically like I thought it would. Granted, I can't imagine things, so I couldn't really imagine it, but I was like, I think if the bird had its wings out, that'd be really cool. I think it would look cool. And I also love just, like, I came up with this idea last night. I was like, what if I do, like, the whole entire ducking thing, just squish and squash, and do that as physics to make it more bouncy? And it actually ducking worked. I was shocked that it worked so well. I also like what I came up with because, like, I saw Cutie Dragon talking about, like, you combine, like, the Z angle a little bit with the X angle, which is, you know, left and right. And the result would be, like, a really unique movement for the head. And I think it actually really is. But on top of that, I wanted to have the ability to still tilt the head. And I couldn't put the output on two different things. So I had to come back in, make a whole brand new physics parameter. And then make it its own thing. But I can actually still tilt the head. But it still has, like, that kind of unique movement for, like, the left and right. It kind of, like, tilts whenever you move your head left and right. Regardless. Like, you could compare my model to the turkey, and you could see just how much more movement there is. Despite the fact that, you know, it's such a simple model. I think it's actually mostly done. I just gotta do the feather physics up here. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rename this. Wing and feather physics. Replicate. Edit. Head. Feather. X. So for the head feathers, what we're gonna do is we are going to basically combine, once again, another parameter because it's blend shapes and makes things so much easier. So what we're gonna do, the X, I'm gonna go kind of like this. We're gonna kind of move this like this. Now, they're not going to have a ton of physics because of the fact that it's not like regular hair. But we are going to kind of give it like semi-physics. And I'm actually going to go ahead here, do a temporary deform tool for this part. And kind of, gonna Here we go. So now if we come back into the physics settings, make sure y'all can see it. There we go. I'm going to add head feathers X. And I'm going to add in the X physics as an input. Make that 100. Make that about 7 because we don't need it shaking forever. About 9. 0.95. And then I'm going to make this 20. 20. And then we're going to add in the head feathers. Okay. Oh, wow. That is already a lot more movement. And I haven't even... Ooh. I think I'm also going to add in Y physics, actually. And we're going to make this like 50. 50. Make that angle 50. Yeah. So let's come back over here. So now the feathers move a little bit more, but I want a little bit more movement. So what we're gonna do, gonna replicate this again. We're gonna call this 2. And we're basically going to just come through here like this. And then temporary deform tool. Actually, before we do that, we gotta go up here. Actually, no. Down here. Here. Temporary deform tool. Rotation. I'll just kind of do this number. And then come down here. Temporary deform tool. Rotation. About right there. Kind of bring it down. So what we're going to do, back to the physics. We're going to add in that one. We're going to make that pendulum 2. Oh, 2. There we go. There we go. There we go. Edit. 7. Let's look at this. Okay, let's increase the output. Okay, that's looking a lot more like what I want. Good bot, Siri. Good bot. Okay, so we got pretty much... There we go. Very springy feathers. But you know what? I'm going to actually change this. I'm going to make this 9, I think. And I'm going to make this 0.95 as well. This one, 0.9. There we go. He's just a little guy. Okay. I think we about got the turkey, chat. I think we about got the turkey. What do you think? What do you think? We got... I think it's not showing you. It's not showing you again. What the duck? Let me fix this. There we go. What do you think? We got the little feathers bobbing a little better. You see how the feathers kind of like swish? Yeah. We do need to decrease the output, I think. There we go. Yeah. Because if the output goes too far, like, overboard, that's how you get, like, the kind of, like, crunchy animations that are not smooth. And we don't like that. Not at all. Ooh. Just a simple little thing, but it makes such a difference. What if I change this? Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Making it a position where it kind of swings a little bit. That's how I did my zipper tag for my chibi models. I used position. And you can see the difference. It actually like moves it a little bit more. You know? I don't think the output's too crazy, but I might just bring this down to like 20, I'd say. Maybe 18. There we go. That's looking a little more reasonable. Might still bring that down a bit. There we go. We got the wings out. We got sweat drop. We got all these. And then we also have the sparkle eyes. We got the blush. Granted, I think I need to move the sparkle eyes just a wee bit over. But besides that, they're pretty much where they're supposed to be. Hard eyes. Yeah, I think it's cute. So yeah, I think we got just about everything. I just want to fix the sparkle eyes just a wee bit. Select. Thank you. I'm glad you think that the turkey's cute. Let me just dupe. There we go. So now, sparkle eyes should look about right. So if I come down here, do sparkle eyes. Yeah. We did it, chat. We did it. Oh, hey, it's only been 2 hours. It's only been 2 hours today. But we got a fully functional turkey model. I can put it up on Ko-Fi. We are gonna be using it for Thursday's stream because, you know, it's Thanksgiving. We're using turkey for no particular reason whatsoever. I realized I could have made like an anger because I even have like the eyebrows that could be used for it. Like, hey. But yeah, I kind of really like how the feathers move. I really like the, you know, the wings out. I just now have to rename all the parameters I'm going to be using for the toggle stuff, like the emotes. That way, they can actually be... Sorry, I had to stretch. They could actually be used for, for making toggles in VTube Studio. Yeah, we did it. We got a turkey. And I did this in basically like a week. Like, I seriously... I've been cooking up this idea for like a few years now. Literally 2 years. And finally, we're getting to it. We're finally getting to it. Try not to go too far out. So yeah, this has a lot more rigged on it than even my first model. My first model, which was actually my main model, mind you, for a long time, literally only had 7 parameters. I still can't believe I made do with that. Like, that was just fucking insane. I was like, I'll wing it. I'm a duck. I can wing it, you know? So we're gonna go ahead, edit. Heart. Eyes. I'm just gonna quickly go through and start renaming the parameters. That way they can be found. Boop. Sparkle up. Eyes. Edit parameter. Blue face. Edit. Switch. Draw. And there's a wild slow poking chat. You could try to catch it using exclamation point poke catch. We call this blush. Cheeks. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it blush cheeks because it's saying I can't use blush on its own as a parameter ID. Okay. Wings out. Okie dokie. So I think I about got everything. Okay, so we're gonna save this, and then we are going to export. Okie dokie. Just readjusting myself in my chair, chat. Don't mind me. Okay. Going back to my art folders. I'm gonna call this turkey BTS. Wait. What happened? Cute yawn. What do you mean? And thank you for the posture check, and thank you for the hydrate. I will absolutely have some of my seltzer. We're also about to start an ad break. Okay, I will stretch. Oof. Okay. So let me see. I also realized I did not announce on Discord that I was going like, that's how out of it I was this morning. That's how out of it I was this morning. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. But then I forgot. Oh well, it's like an hour and we're fine. We're good. We're okay. Okie dokie. So I remember my tweet and my post on Blue Sky, but totally forgot Discord. Oh well. We're live every day. So we're gonna go ahead. While we're on break, I'm gonna import this into VTube Studio. That way we can test it out. Oh my ducking god. This turkey is not even a full megabyte in size, chat. If that tells you just how small the model size is when you use things like blend shade, like, it's not even a ducking megabyte in size. Oh no, my yawn was clipped. Yeah, it's you know, it's a small file. Like, if you do things efficiently, you don't need to have massive file sizes. Like, I think even like, if I can check rubies beforehand. Like, yeah, like looking at rubies is like 1.3k kilobytes, which is, you know, just over a megabyte. It's like 1.3 megabytes. Yeah, 1.3 megabytes is the size of rubies, and the turkey is like not even a megabyte. The turkey is quite literally just 559 kilobytes. Yeah, literally that small. That was unintentional, but it's because I use blend shades. But in any case, we gotta do our break now, so we will be right back. Okay, chat. I also want to change the music, so give me just a second here. Here we go. So we have let me just, you know, I gotta move myself over. I don't want to move over too far. Let me try to put this on this screen so I can kind of, yeah. Oh, this is so silly. This is so silly. Okay. So this is how we do the things, chat. And yes, this is what is exactly I see on my end. And we're actually only doing like 30 frame per second capture, but it's fine. The actual limit though is 60, but I digress. So I turned off the where is it? Over here. I turned off the movement because I hate the movement. It is in fact a face. We got the turkey. We got the turkey now. I turned this off because I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I know some people keep it on, but I do not like it. I do not like it at all. So, we're gonna just take a quick look here. And I think we're probably going to be good for all the parameters for this. Yeah. So I don't have anything special, so what we're going to do is we're going to start on the hotkeys. Hotkey time. So we're going to have to actually make all of our expressions. And you might have recalled I just mentioned something about how I had to rename the parameters, like the IDs. Well, this is kind of what this is about. Okay, so we're going to come in here, we're going to find what we need. I'm going to start with this one. This one's easy. Got that one. Come down here. I'm going to do wings out. And we're going to do this again. And this is how you can make your own toggles, by the way, chat. Like, if you want a specific toggle that you have, like, an animation for your model, but you have a hard time, like, holding it there, you can, like, actually use this to actually make your, like, toggles and stuff. I'm gonna do blush. I'm gonna do sweat. Want to do hard eyes. Gonna do the blue face. I swear I can type, chat. I swear I'm not illiterate. I'm gonna go ahead and do did I do sparkle eyes? I don't think I did sparkle eyes. Sparkle eyes. Save. I think that's all of them. Alright, so chat. I'm gonna give you guys a crash course in how you set these up. Alright. I had my Stream Deck open, but you guys can't see it. If you have a Stream Deck, you can effectively just install the VTube Studio stuff for it, like the extension for it, and then you can just assign hotkeys to everything. But before you do that, you have to actually make the expression down here. So you hit the plus sign, and you hit the hotkey action. You do the set unset expression. But before I even do that, I'm going to do remove all expressions, just to make things easier. This is basically going to be the default. Excuse me. And this is what I use whenever I'm doing things like, for example, the, how do you say, like, the color changes of my pixel model, right? Oh, there's a wild Leon chat. You could try to catch it using exclamation point PokeCatch. I might actually try to do that. But that's how I, like, remove all the colors and then put on the new colors. And I add that into my Stream Deck, so it makes things a lot easier. So that's going to be removing all the expressions. We don't need to have any, like, hotkeys or anything, because it's going to go straight into the streaming, the streaming device called the Stream Deck, the Elgato Stream Deck. This is not a sponsored stream, I swear. I've had exactly, like, one sponsored thing, and that was a very, you know, low-key thing. I might actually start out with the wings out. So we're going to call this wings out. Alright, that's it. We come to the next one. set/unset expression. Brought to you by Raid. Wait. Man, I can't even begin. Chat, I can't even begin to tell you how many times with Stream Elements I was offered Raid Shadow Legends as a sponsorship. But the problem is with the Stream Elements sponsorships, and here's why I don't do them, right? Is because they're not worth it. And when I say they're not worth it, yeah, they do keep pushing it. The reason it's not worth it, two things, right? First thing, I work in mobile gaming. I can tell you myself, the Raid Shadow Legends is not that top tier of a game, and it's mostly a gacha. So I mean, you can earn like a lot of the characters and stuff like playing the game, but if you want to actually be able to like play for like a longer period when you first start, you're gonna have to end up spending. That's just part of how it is. That's the way that the mobile gaming industry works with microtransactions. So that's how they keep things rolling. Now the second thing, besides like predatory nature and all that shit. Yes, I just said shit. Because it really is just, there was literally a lawyer who is a partner here on Twitch. I'm not gonna name him, even though I know what his handle is, but he made a post on Reddit about a situation that came up where they tried to change the terms of getting the how do you say, why am I not in, I need to fix this really quickly. I'm gonna fix this because I just heard a ding from Discord and I don't like that. I had to turn on streamer mode because for some reason, I think it's because I opened Discord after I already started streaming. But he quite literally explained that they tried to change the terms on him last minute without letting him read beforehand. And it turns out that they changed the duration for how long he would have to stream. He didn't like that they tried to basically get one over on him, because had he not, you know, read it and known before his stream was gonna start, he would have had a problem, because they would have tried to say, nope, you didn't meet the requirements, you're not gonna get paid. So I don't trust Stream Elements. And that was a lawyer who talked about that and wrote an entire post on it. Yeah, it's insane. So I don't really mess with Stream Elements. I know of people who have had good successes with Stream Elements. Even the lawyer said, you know, up until that point, he hadn't had any issues. But just the fact that they're willing to do that, it's a little bit sketch, you know? I don't trust that. So yeah, I don't do Stream Elements. If I get a sponsorship, it's because I actually can endorse the thing. Like, for example, Platypus Adventures, you know, is very, you know, just a simple sponsored stream, you know, for an indie dev. I actually like the game. I actually played it on stream. I enjoyed it. I would recommend getting it if, you know, you want to play it kind of like an old school, kind of almost like a platformer RPG, you know? If you like games like Croc and like Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that, it's similar to that. So I only do sponsorships for things that I actually can like actually vouch for. You will not see me being sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. They would have to pay me so much money that I just start a charity to do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. Like, I'd actually have to get something really good out of it. But I digress. Let's see, what haven't we done so far? We've done the, because I just had that random story I had to tell you. Okay, we did Wings Out. Okay, so next one we're gonna do Blueface. Blueface. Because you do actually have to name these, unfortunately. Set and unset expression. We got blush. I'm just gonna go down the list and make it easier. Not blue, but blush. Boop. Set and unset expression. Hard eyes. Let's see here. On to the next one. On to the next. And then sparkle eyes. And then, do I got any more? Sweat. Okay. Now we're going to do another one, chat. I'm going to call this Twitch Corner. And we are going to move model and record the position. Yeah. Yeah, definitely does. Well, I'm only gonna do sponsorships for things that I actually can say, yeah, I enjoy this. Yeah, I would love you guys to actually like play this or look at this, like, you know. And I will only sell out if it's a big enough sum that I could actually do something like starting a studio or starting a charity. Because in that case, I can actually do more good than harm. In that case. But it has to also be something that's not, like, ethically reprehensible either. I don't think that'll ever happen, though. So, I'm gonna move the model. I'm gonna call this front center. So I like to call this front and center because we're gonna do this to kind of see. I'm gonna whoop. Hi, hello, how are you? And then record. I like that I literally have 3 of me on screen. I have me on the left, I have me in the middle, and then I have me on the right. So yeah. Well, that's how you do the move in, alright? And then we're gonna kinda whoop back over here. Back over here to my corner. I'm gonna have to close this. Boop. 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 Okay. Think I'm about centered. I think so. I'll put this back over here. Turkeyception. Pretty much. And y'all get to see what's on my screen. So now that I have all those, I'm gonna go ahead and assign them in my stream deck. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do studio mode real quick. I'm gonna go back over here. Window capture, stream deck, just so I could show y'all. Oh, hey. Let's see. It literally started with the stream deck, so that works. I think. Maybe. What actually? I don't think it did. Let me try. There we go. Okay, chat. Okay. Double turkey time. You get double the turkey. So over here, I have my incredibly convoluted setup. It's incredibly convoluted, as you can see. But this is kind of like a behind the scenes view into what I got. So over here, I'm gonna just delete this for now. We are going to create a folder. And we're gonna call this Turkey. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna trigger hotkey. I'm just gonna drop a whole bunch of these in here. I'm showing you how we do this. This is exactly how I do my stuff, chat. Okay. So we find Turkey. Oh, that's the wrong one. Turkey. The hotkey we're gonna do default. Turkey. Hotkey. Wings out. Turkey. Because if you don't add the text, it will not show up here, and then you have to put it here. And then you have to figure out what the duck you just did. We're gonna do Two-Face. Turkey. Blush. Turkey. Hard eyes. Turkey. Turkey. Now here where it's a little bit harder to see, I will actually do this so that you can actually see. I'll actually just do that over here too. Boop. I feel like that's good enough. You can also, by the way, fun fact chat, you can actually change the pictures on here. So if you wanted to, you could actually take a screen capture of like the specific expressions to throw into your Stream Deck. Just a fun fact, if you're using Stream Deck. The alternative, which I've heard about, but I've not actually tested myself, is that you can actually download an app. If you don't have a Stream Deck and you want to have a Stream Deck interface, like you want to be able to do this, you can actually download on your phone that you use the Stream Deck app, from what I understand, and basically it works effectively the same. So that is something to keep in mind if you are on a budget and do not have a Stream Deck. I did not have a Stream Deck for a while, but I just used my number pad when I didn't have one. There is a wild feeble in chat you could try to catch using exclamation point poke catch. I have no idea what the Duckathon is. Maybe y'all will know, but I don't. Also, I am so ducking wiggly. I love this. I love the wiggly. I love the wiggly. I'm so bouncy. I'm so wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Let's see. Trigger hotkey, because I'm not done with these yet. I'm just distracted. Oh. Ah. After sparkle, I sweat. Yeah, and you can actually turn off the action name if you have like the different expressions themselves up there. So that is something that you can do. Sweat. Turkey. Twitch corner. Now the reason why I call this Twitch corner is specifically because whenever I have text on screen, that's the Twitch corner. If I don't have text on screen, I do a YouTube corner because, you know, it has multi-platforms. It's two platforms at the same time. So yeah, that's why I do that. But I haven't streamed on YouTube in a hot minute, so I'm gonna have to fix that. And then we got the final one, which is the front and center. Front, center. So now, chat. Now, I can do all of these. I can also make combinations, fun fact. So, something that you can do is if you go all the way up here, you got multi-action. And for example, if I want to make like a combo effect, like I'm gonna call this stun, okay? You would plop in your hotkeys. So what I'm gonna do for these, turkey, blue face, turkey, wings out, turkey, these eyes. I might even add another hotkey and make this the sweat. And that's also why you want to be able to have like your default trigger, so that when you go back out, if you want to just remove one thing, or if you want to remove all of them, you can choose what you do. Gobble gobble, gobble gobble. I could literally like remove the sweat drop, or then I can hit default and everything goes away. Which, on that note, something I want to show you guys. We go back into the settings, you can actually change how fast things happen. So like, for example, this one, I want it to be kind of slow. This one I want to be kind of fast. I'm going to do 0.1. For the blue face, I'm also going to do kind of like a 0. Or a 0.2. Because I want it to kind of come down a little bit quicker, but not too quick. And wings out. I'm gonna do like 0.4. So slow it, but not too slow. And you can do all different kinds of things, like. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And now, it's a little bit more comical, wouldn't you say, chat? But yeah, that's pretty much how we do our model stuff. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this, I think. And then over here, I can just do change model. And now, we got the turkey. Now we can switch between all of them. We can switch between all of them, chat. We got it. I think this will be honestly perfect. Perfect for Godlike Burger on Thursday. Yeah. We're gonna have fun with that, I think. Woo! I honestly, I'm pretty happy with this model, chat. I'm pretty happy with this model. I mean, look at it. Look at it. I can basically dance because of how wiggly I am. I love it. I love it. Should I add some of these features to my chibi model? Like just the wiggle? I'm so wiggly. I don't have a wiggle like this on my chibi model. My chibi model's nice and all, but it's like, let's see where we are. Okay, here we go. Yeah, like, it's, I can wiggle, but it ain't the same kind of wiggle, you know? Yeah, I definitely gotta refine my my duck rigging. That is for sure. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the raid, Yuki the cat demon. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? What were you streaming? Well, I guess I'll find out very quickly in my chat. Totally. Oh my goodness, Mr. Tomo. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for the follow, Glitch Blaze. Sword Shield, gotcha. Pokemon streaming. Well, that's always fun. That's always a fun time. I just rigged a turkey. Let me put myself in the corner over here. Hello, welcome. And thank you for the follow, Turkey. Tuki. I'm struggling. I am struggling. My mind is on turkeys. I also feel like my Twitch corner is a little bit small, so I'm actually gonna kind of... Let me go back over to OBS, because I need to see... kind of what we're doing here. Let me just resize myself. Whoop. There we go. We're a bit more appropriately sized. But yeah, I hope you have fun with your Pokemon. Fun fact, I've actually made a Pokemon themed overlay for streaming. It's based on Legends Arceus. So I am a Pokemon fan too. I just don't really stream it that often because lately my brain's been on Live2D. I like making models. And this is my turkey model. A fun fact about turkeys. Females don't actually fan up their tails. That's why my tail is down below. But I'm a wiggly little creature now. just for Thanksgiving, you know? I figured it would be fun to stream as a turkey for a single day. Yeah. Lay an egg for us. That's actually a really interesting idea for a toggle. I think that would be a cursed toggle. Just have an egg pop out. Maybe with a farting sound attached. I don't know. I feel like it would be it'd be too much for Twitch. I think Twitch would be like, what the duck are you doing? Using Live2D is so hard to learn. I mean, it's hard to learn at first, I'll say. I've made quite a few different models. This is by far not my first model. When I started, I had no idea what the duck I was doing. And thank you for the follow, Chiquina. I made a few different models. Also, that reminds me, I should actually bring up Eslo. Let me just go ahead and close out my stream deck here, because I don't need that up anymore. But I can actually show you another fun, kooky little thing, which, by the way, if you use Live2D at all, like if you're a VTuber who uses 2D, you can get this model for free on my Ko-Fi. I'm gonna show you. I made an Eslo. Yeah. Let me just, oh, I gotta unlock him now. I realize, I ducked up. Let me do this one more time. I'm trying not to duck it up, but, I'm a duck, so what do you expect? I mean, I guess right now I'm a turkey. But, eeh. There we go. Hello, Mixie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you. But yeah, I made a little Eslo from the Minish Cap, Zelda. I've also been considering making a Live2D Pokemon model, but I'm gonna wait until after I finish the next two models I gotta finish for Duck. Oh my gosh, Dazzle. You just had to say that. It didn't even occur to me. It didn't even occur to me. But, yeah, I'm a bouncy little fella. I'm a bouncy little fella. This turkey is also going to be up on my Ko-Fi, probably either later today or tomorrow. And I'm gonna be posting it. on Twitter and on Blue Sky. So if y'all want to support me, you can just like repost it and like share the good word of the bird and help a bird out. It's gonna be free. So it's not like I'm asking y'all to pay. It's literally just, hey, show other people the things that I do as, you know, a silly little duck online, you know? And it's free, so anyone can, you know, use it. And it's got a lot of things. Like, for example, I can put my wings out like this, you know? It's silly and it's cute and I love it. I love it so much. I could even, like, dance, you know? Ah! It's just a silly little thing, you know? But I thought about how, like, sometimes birds, like, open up their wings to, like, look intimidating. But also sometimes it could be kind of cute. Bar, bar, bar. Burp is the word. Unfortunately, sound alerts are not really working today for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. Also, I feel like I've turned into a bird rigging artist. I don't know how that happened. I do not know. But I will actually be working on more actual humanoid models pretty soon. I'm still in the process of doing art for 2 models, and then when I'm done with that, I'll be able to rig them. As you've seen, I can rig pretty quickly now. I rigged this thing in literally like a week, without even that much struggle. So the Live2D's gotten a lot easier for me, and I'm very happy with it. It used to be so hard. I mean, I showed chat earlier my really scuffed duck that I started out with, which had 7 parameters total. Literally. Like, only. Just 7. It was literally left eye open, right eye open, mouth open, mouth, and look left, right, up, down. I didn't have really anything else rigged to that thing, and it's so scuffed. VTube Studio would not recognize it. I swear, it would not recognize it. And you know, that's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive when you're so bad that VTube Studio will not recognize your model. It was just that bad. I would have to re-rig it if I wanted to use it. I would have to redo some stuff because I've learned so much since then. Yeah, I've done quite a few models. I've also done, I did a model for Rain, the Catboy model, but I especially, like, I actually did Ruby's model here. And Ruby is another VTuber over here on Twitch. She British. They're British, you know? And the model has conditional tail physics. So smiling causes the tail to actually go up and wag. So if I actually open up this for a brief moment just to show y'all. Like, this is not smiling. But smiling, you can see. Yeah. But obviously, that's just me showing off the model. For the most part, I usually I am usually just a duck here, you know. I'm a cute little duck with a tail, pretty big bushy tail behind me. But also today I've been a turkey. I have been a turkey. Turkified. Yeah, I was really proud of the tail originally. Let me just actually use my hotkey because the thing is that my hotkeys are starting to get very crowded. I would say I have a lot of hotkeys, as you all saw. Just too many. So I think now what I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna kill the VTS capture now that y'all see exactly how you set up your hotkeys and stuff. We're gonna go back to Live2D. Because Live2D is a very fun thing for me. Just like all the stuff I've been able to do. I have not... I'm just gonna save this, and then we're gonna close the turkey. If we open up... Oh, that is the wrong one, but hello. For those who wondered, literally, we just have this. I don't even know what's happening with the duckbill here. It's really bad. And also, I could show you kind of what it would look like if I actually, let me just fix this. Here we go. This is what it would actually look like if I was using my old model. You could see the massive difference in my rigging since my first model. This is my first model to the left. I didn't know what the duck I was doing. Anything that has these circles on the ends, that was rigged. There was exactly 6 parameters that I rigged. I didn't even rig breathing. Breathing's not even rigged. It's so... I didn't do almost anything. I don't even know how I functioned with this for over a year. Because I started using this model back in February of 2022. And then I used it until July last year. And I didn't start streaming on Twitch until December of 2022. Yeah, I have only been streaming for like, this is gonna be 2 years in December. I am still a brand new ducking streamer. Brand new. As far as like, a lot of people are concerned. But I've learned a lot. And I've done a lot to make interesting things happen. It has been an awesome almost 2 years for me. Aw, thank you. I'm glad. Anytime I go on break, y'all will often see this model on screen. The one to my right, which is the left for y'all. And yeah. Not the best model in the world. And as you can see, it's very stiff. It was definitely a product of its time. Because when I made this, I actually made this model in 2021. Yeah, I made it in 2021, literally like a year after the pandemic started. And I didn't know what the duck I was doing. I was trying to follow the tutorials, but I can tell you there are no tutorials that teach you how to rig a bird mouth. There are zero, there are none. I should probably change that. I'm probably gonna do a rig along stream, even though it's like part of my incentives for my donathon. I'm probably gonna do it as like an actual stream regardless, because I know there's a lot of people who would love to be able to rig, and they have different ideas for characters. But everyone shows how to rig anime girls. Literally nobody shows you how to rig a bird beak or anything like that. This bird beak was a challenge and a half to do. Like, if you notice, I actually have some pretty strong angles here. I can do some really big angles. Like, I can really turn my face and it doesn't completely distort the duck, not duck, but the turkey beak. So it took me a lot of work to really understand how these things work. And I'm not using any crazy like clipping masks or anything. Like the model itself, I do not need to save that. Recent files, like if I go here, like all the way up here, you can see it doesn't actually like have any weird like, I mean, it's a little bit weird because this got stretched, but I can't do much about that. It's tiny. It's tiny, okay? And all I have is literally open. And you see how thin that is. Like, that was very hard. There's, like, a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit that sticks out, but you can't see it at a distance, okay? It just looks like an open mouth at a distance, and it also almost never goes quite to this angle. Like, I could try. I could really try. I don't think it really quite goes over that far, because that's just where the physics hits. Like, the physics will hit it for, like, half a second, but then it bounces back, because that's how I have it rigged. That way it's more bouncy, and it looks better overall. So I'm probably going to be, doing, like, a rig-along. I'm gonna make a model probably after I finish the 2 models I have to finish first, and show people how you can make a little mascot like this. You know? I would consider this a mascot model. A silly mascot model. I can do all sorts of things. It could actually be like a regular VTuber model. Now, the only thing it's really missing is just like crying. Just like crying. But you know, I kind of really like the comical, expressions. Gobble gobble. So I feel like for the most part, it's pretty complete. The only thing missing is just tears, which I could probably do similar to how I did Nebgens. Nebgens is literally just tears that don't move, they just stay under the eyes. Gobbledee-doo. Exactly. So, yeah. I think we're pretty much done. I do want to go ahead, since we do have newer people in chat, and just remind y'all, we do have a Discord, and that is where I post all my updates, except for today, apparently, because I forgot. I ducking forgot, and I was not going to go 2.5 hours into my 3-hour stream, telling people to come over, because we were pretty much almost done. We will be on tomorrow, once again, for another 3-hour stream, the day before Thanksgiving. We're gonna do something. If I can get my phone camera to work again for hand cam, we're gonna do a hand cam of me doing my poppin' cookins, which are like 1.5 years overdue, because Unstable Karen got them for me for my birthday, like 1.5 years ago for my birthday, and I only did a few of them, and I need to do the rest of them because they're technically past their best by date, aka, as some people would say, expired. So we're gonna try to do that tomorrow if we can. If not, we're probably gonna play a crowd control game. Which, speaking of, if you would like to actually put in your vote for crowd control, if you have not already done so, you can do so using this form. I have all the crowd control games I have ready pretty much on this form, but you can also make other suggestions. And we'll do that if we can't do the poppin' cookin'. So y'all get to see what crowd control is like. And we'll be back to our regular duck model, because the turkey is cooked. The turkey is cooked. We are good with the turkey. Right now, we have 8 total responses on the sheet. Well, not sheet, but the Google form. I said sheet because there's the option to link to Google Sheets on here, but I'm just literally using the bar graph. The crowd control is really fun. Y'all will be able to, if we don't do Poppin' Cookin', we'll have crowd control. Crowd control, y'all will be able to interact with the game and do things to me in the game. Right now, there is one in the lead. The one that is in the lead is Minecraft. So I will probably be doing Minecraft tomorrow, if so. And if so, it'll be my first time playing Minecraft on PC. And that'll be a hoot and holler, you know? That'll be interesting. Minecraft, if you don't know, for crowd control has the option to spawn in the monsters, the mobs. Yeah, first time. First time. I played it on Wii U. I've played it on Wii U. I played it on my phone. But I've never played it on PC, so that'll be an interesting experience if Minecraft wins. You can spawn in mobs with crowd control. So if y'all wanted to, y'all could just spawn in the Ender Dragon. Y'all could just assault me with the Ender Dragon. Literally. Or you could just, you know, spawn a bunch of creepers. That's also a thing. You can also change the difficulty. You can change it from, you know, easy to hard to normal to creative even. Like you can even change it to creative mode using crowd control. So y'all will have free reign if that is the case. So I do hope y'all will join me. if we're not doing the hand cam, it's a toss up right now. We'll find out. We'll find out by tomorrow. That much is for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and start looking for who we are going to be raiding before we get hit with ads again. Let me see who is on. Let's see. I may look for someone new because I would like to raid someone new. Unless my list just has not populated yet with someone. I did not want to click into that stream. I was trying to hit show more. I fucking hate Twitch sometimes. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to go raid another person who I've not yet raided before. But it looks like they just started their stream. So, at least I think so. I'm gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Also, for those of you here who do stream, if y'all like my pixel model, which let me actually show you my pixel model. If y'all like this thing, this thing, if you like the silliness of this, you can actually save up points, channel points, to actually get it. I believe it's 100,000 points. And so if you stick with me through the raid, you will get some extra points. Just your heads up here. Let me see who. Yeah, looks like they just started, so we'll go ahead and say hi. For those of you who are subscribed, we do have a raid emote. It's a silly little lucky with the raid flag. Well, we can go say hi. But yeah. Let me go over here. Once again, thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you again, Tuki, for the raid. And, you know, if you're still here, lurking, whatever the case is, I do appreciate it. And, we will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And we'll be doing some fun stuff. Yeah.